Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? It's Professional here. Welcome back to my playthrough of Medal of Honor Rising Sun. On this part, we're on the bridge in the River Kwai, one of the best missions in the game. So let's do it here, and if you guys enjoyed this series, please do drop a like. It does help the series out a lot. A bridge on the River Kwai.
That's our target. There's one more train after that one. We can't let any more of the gold make it to Shima. We've got to make it to the bridge ahead of the train and go. Griffin!
Thailand, okay, 1944. So the first film canister is actually right back here. Use the machete. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Press action to swing on the vine. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, those guys always scared me when I was a kid. They would just charge at you. Okay. Type 11 found. Nice. And we found the film canister. Okay. Up. I get down from here. Okay. Just the area that you start in. I just want to make sure that I don't miss anything. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, this is where I started. I just wanted to make sure. So yeah, Type 11 is probably the best automatic weapon in this game. Not really a weapon that you could pick up and run around with. This was the emplaced. The Type 11 is the emplaced Japanese machine gun. Okay, we'll save this for later. The level's gonna get a bit more open. We're going to right now use the shotgun. So Thailand, this is a country that's in Southeast Asia also, and what's that noise? There we go. So about Thailand, is Thailand was officially a neutral country at the start of World War II, or early in the war. And what happened was Japan invaded Thailand. The invasion only lasted for a few hours, and then afterwards, Thailand signed an armistice with Japan, and they agreed to be an ally of Japan. And Thailand was a dictatorship at this time. It was controlled by a field marshal. I forget his name because his name was just really, really long. But what happened with the Thai field marshal is after the war, he actually was not prosecuted. Well, he was prosecuted, but he was found not guilty of a lot of the charges. But Thailand had, one of the reasons that Thailand was kind of, oh, Type 11, okay, found it here too. One of the reasons that Thailand was not subject to harsh punishment after World War II, because they really, Thailand did not experience really a lot of, like, the war crime trials that like Germany and Japan experienced, because Thailand did not have that great of a role in World War II. They returned a lot of the annexed territories they had. However, one of the worst things that oh great, mortars. Gotta move. Yeah. Come on. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Oh, another. Got him. Okay. So, Thailand had a minimal role in the war, but they, the worst thing that Thailand probably did during World War II was helping with the Burma Railway, which also went to Thailand. Now, the Burma Railway, this is actually nicknamed the Death Railway, and this is one of the worst things that Japan has done during World War II. Where's the... Oh. The reason that the Burma Railway is such a bad event was because literally over almost 100,000 Southeast Asian civilians died, and 12,000 Allied prisoners of war died building this railway. And so Japan actually managed to complete this railway going from Burma into Thailand so they could supply their forces in the Burma campaign. But they managed to build the oh, we're fighting a lot of these machine guns. Oh. Ah. Oh wait. Okay. Coming up here. Okay. So, what I was saying about it is that Japan built this huge railway, and they used forced labor to mostly build it. They built it really quickly. I think it was just within a year they built this railway that stretched from Burma into Thailand, and it was built primarily to supply their forces in the Burma campaign. Because Burma was a British colony at this time. Yeah, Burma, I'm pretty sure, was a British colony. Where am I? Oh. Looks like it's the same way that I went before. Okay. Okay, these crates can't be broken. But why did so many prisoners die on the Burma Railway? The reason that so many prisoners died on this was because it was very hot. So, you know, this is like, you know, Southeast Asia. And, you know, this gets out, you know, over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So it was extremely hot. And the prisoners did not get much sleep. And also they didn't get much food. You see some of the pictures of the prisoners building the Burma Railway. They look starved. And so the Japanese just worked them to death. Okay. And I went up here, I went up here before, right? I did. Just making sure I don't miss anything. There's that famous movie called A Bridge on the River Kwai, and it's like the 1950s movie. It's a really good movie. I suggest people watch it, especially if you like this type of history. Watch The Bridge on the River Kwai. Bridge on the River Kwai, it was about the prisoners building, like, the Burma Railway, but it wasn't, you know, what happened in the movie when the prisoners blew up the bridge. That didn't really happen in the end. The bridges were damaged, you know, during the war, but there wasn't, like, that, as far as I know, there wasn't that prisoner, like, revolt. I'm sure there was some revolts, but, that movie was not, it was inspired by real events, the building of the Burma Railway, but the whole sabotage at the end of the movie, I don't think that actually happened. Okay, let's keep going here. Oh no. Okay, that's good.
Hey, over here. You're the Yank we're expecting, eh? We saw your mates land up ahead. Come with us. We'll take you there.
Okay, so here we have the Australians with us. So yeah, the Burma campaign was mostly, the British mostly fought in it. You had a lot of Australians that also helped in that. Britain and its colonies fought mostly in that theater. The Americans did send support, and they did have some soldiers, but it was mostly a British campaign with their colonies and allies. Okay. Checking that there's nothing in there. Okay. Let's go back because there was a few passages I didn't take. So where am I getting shot from? Okay, at least his gun does reload pretty fast. Okay, so we just had that there. Let's see what's in here. Oh, no, reload. Yeah, I'm just checking these side routes. I just want to make sure I don't miss anything, any collectibles, or anything like that. Oh, they're up top. Ah, man. Remember what I said, though. This is the best automatic weapon in the game. Okay, I think that there's a bonus objective right here. Oh yeah, towers up ahead. Okay. But you know what's nice about this game is it's nice that they covered things like this, like the Burma campaign. specifically, because a lot of, even like, the Pacific is not done in a lot of World War II games. You don't see it a lot. You mostly see the European theater. But when they do the Pacific, most of the time you see the island hopping campaign, so you don't actually see the battles in, like, mainland Asia. Damn, this guy's... Yeah, so the bonus objective on this part is you have to keep killing them, I think, until they stop coming. Ah. See another one. I think I got him, okay. Eliminate 10 enemies at blockade. Got it. Okay, it's bonus objective.
We'll stay here and mop up any stragglers.
Which way am I to go now here?
Take that trail. Your mates are waiting.
Okay, doesn't look like there's anything much back here, just those huts. Just make one more quick check.
Good show. We'll stay here and mop up any stragglers.
But yeah, the Burma campaign was brutal. A lot of jungles, very hard to see, very, you know, very humid conditions, very hot.
Take that trail. Your mates are waiting.
But also on a lot of my World War II games playthroughs when I play them on this channel, and also when I do like live streams, you know, I have people ask me like a lot of times, let's deal with this enemy right here. Oh, he's still. What? Okay. 6 rounds, and you're still alive. So I had like a lot of people that would ask me. Oh, that's coming from up top. People would ask me all the time, would I rather be a Soviet soldier on the Eastern Front, or would I rather be like an American soldier in the Pacific theater? And most people actually think the Pacific is actually worse than the Eastern Front. I would say that they're both just as bad as each other in different conditions. You know, Eastern Front is very cold. You know, a lot of mechanized warfare on the Eastern Front, but the Pacific campaign very hot. You know, a lot of close quarter fighting in these jungles. But also the Japanese is refusing to surrender in so many cases. The banzai charges. ultimately, if I had to choose, would I rather be a Soviet soldier in Eastern Front or an American on the Pacific, or even like, you know, British soldier in the Pacific? Which one would I choose? I would choose the Pacific, to be an American soldier preferably. Now why? The reason, hang on, this, a bonus objective here. Okay, hang on, I'm gonna come back to this area. I just have to get some health. But, the reason I would rather be an American soldier in the Pacific, that would be the ideal. Because if you're a British soldier, especially get captured at Singapore, that's really bad. I would rather be an American soldier that fights in the Pacific. And the reason for that, the reason I would choose the Pacific over the Eastern Front, is because even though the Pacific is really bad, at least in the Pacific you still get to eat. At least if you're on the American side, that's it. Because the Americans still got, you know, food to eat. You know, they had supplies. If you're on the Eastern Front, the Soviet soldiers oftentimes didn't have anything to eat. And so that's ultimately, that I think is the main reason why I would choose the Pacific over the Eastern Front. Because food on the Eastern Front was a lot more scarce than people think it was. Okay, here we go. Okay, now we're fully healed. Let's go back there. Bonus objective 2 completed. Dock destroyed. Okay. Ah. Okay, looks like we're clear. Oh, the elephant. How could I forget this? Yep. And this is a Lewis gun on top of the elephant. Oh, this is gonna be good. Yes, wouldn't work in real life. They'd shoot the elephant before they shoot you. And even though they know... Great. Oh!
Well, you took your bloody time. Come on, we gotta get to that bridge. Lead the way.
Yeah, I need some serious health right now. But what I was trying to say is that would so not work, because elephants were used in combat throughout history, but in medieval and ancient times. In, you know, modern times, if you tried to use an elephant, the elephant would get shot so quickly. But here's the thing about the elephant. Get this. Hopefully they take so many shots. About the elephant, is that even though, like, you know, unless you shot it directly in the brain, you know, it would, you know, bullets for, like, an Arisaka, which would fire 7.7 millimeter Japanese ammo, you know, that would just, you know, that would cause the elephant to panic. The elephant would get shot, probably throw you off, so it would just not be good. So, you know, it's just, you know, fiction for the game, but it's, get this guy here, because I need... There we go, okay. So that's the bridge on the River Kwai. That is, probably best to save here, yeah. Saving my game just in case. The reason I want to save my games because there's no checkpoints. This mission gets really hard. Make sure we don't have any incidents, you know. Okay.
Get into the train!
Great, mortars again. The Japanese also had one of the most advanced mortars of the war. It was called the Japanese knee mortar. And basically, it was like one soldier could carry it. It was just one soldier could carry it and man it. Like, it wasn't like, you know, it was smaller than like a lot of other mortars. But it was just the fact that one soldier could carry it. Oh, this is gonna be good, right? Yeah, look at this. How many guys are there? This part probably shotgun. The gold's here. Yep. That's Yamashita's gold. The gold that Japan looted. Ah. Reload, come on. Here we go. All film canisters down. We did it. Okay, Bromley should be up ahead now. Fuel valve. Fuel valve's not open. Open fuel tanks. Oh. I missed it. Okay, yeah, the whole bridge is gonna go up then. Yeah, bridge on the River Kwai is probably the best mission in the game. Oh, there we go. Love the soundtrack. Oh, this is train conductor.
Bloody shame. But I managed to get a bit of information. These
Oh,
were
no,
Shima's
these-
men, and this was his train. The whole bloody thing is filled with gold for that plan of his. It's headed for a ship he's on. We need to get there. But first, let's get off this bridge. You seen Tanaka? I lost him somewhere back there. I hope he's okay. Beginning to like that lad.
This, these guys are Imperial Japanese Navy, not train conductor. Got that wrong. The reason that's important is because they're Shima's people. Now, oh. Now, the reason that's kind of rare is because the Japanese army and the Imperial Japanese Navy hated each other. They hated each other. They were on the same side, sure, but they didn't like each other. In the Islands campaign, the U.S. mostly fought the Imperial Japanese Navy soldiers or Marines. But in the Burma campaign, you're up against Imperial Japanese Army.
Stopping that train was a fine piece of work. But here's a better one. We are going carrier hunting.
So now, why did the Imperial Japanese Navy and the Imperial Japanese Army hate each other? Why was that? It was mostly due to rivalry. It was both of them were trying to gain the Emperor's favor, both the Army and the Navy. And the thing about that is that the Navy were mostly the part of the Japanese Navy that was the more scummy part. They were both bad during the war, but the Navy were more the scummy guys, more of the scummy guys. And the reason for that is because the Imperial Japanese Navy was mostly controlled by the old school Japanese aristocrats. So you had the really rich elites in Japan that would be the commanders in the Navy, where the commanders in the Army tended to also be rich, but they weren't typically the aristocratic status that the Navy had, and so there was that conflict between them, that class difference between them. They didn't like each other. The Army, for example, thought that the Navy's only job was to transport them to land. That was what the Army, for example, thought. So, but this also helped the U.S. at the same time and helped the Allies, because it's just the conflict between the Navy and the Army, how much they didn't like each other. The U.S. definitely did take advantage of that in some instances. I don't know how much of a difference that made in battles, but they definitely did take advantage of that, and they definitely were aware of that. Also, if you watch the movie Midway, Midway shows a pretty good comparison between how the Japanese Army and the Japanese Navy hated each other.
Despite heavy losses in battleships during the attack on Pearl Harbor, the United States fleet was able to maintain their naval strength. This feat was accomplished by the strategic use of aircraft carriers, as the United States quickly determined that air power was the future of naval superiority. The Japanese realized this as well, and began amassing one of the largest fleet of carriers the world had ever seen. The two seagoing forces met at Midway in early June of 1942. After 3 days of intense fighting, the Japanese had lost many of their large carriers and were forced to retreat.
Ooh,
The victory at Midway
there was ammunition on that ship,
marked a turning point
definitely.
in naval warfare. No longer were the number of battleships the most important factor. The nation with the greatest carrier fleet was king.
That looked like a supply ship, which is very much a target. If it's carrying ammunition, it's very much a target. But you saw how it just blew up. It was definitely carrying something. But that was, real footage of the ship blowing up. But yeah, that was that. Let's watch Letters from Home here. Let's see here what this.
Dear Joe, Dad surprised us with a trip to Atlantic City on the 4th of July. There were so many servicemen on the train that most of us civilians had to stand for the entire ride, but I didn't care a bit. We had a wonderful time on the boardwalk and even saw the famous diving horse. We were passing a shooting gallery and Dad dared Mom to try it. She knocked him down like Annie Oakley and won a Cupid doll. He should have seen Dad's face. Maybe you Marines could use another sharpshooter. Wish you were here. Mary.
So that's that. We will wrap this up here, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this part. This is probably the best mission in the game. On the next part, we have the final mission, the super carrier sabotage is the final one. Yeah, what they were saying about aircraft carriers were very much a new thing in warfare in World War II, and they were, they were at that time, so armies realized that they needed to get planes out in the ocean, and how were they going to do that when these planes had limited supplies, limited fuel that they could take? And they figured that if we can build a big ship that can, transport these planes, and we can take off and land, we can take planes off of it and land planes on it. That would be a huge advantage, especially in warfare. That's how the Pearl Harbor attack happened. The planes were launched from aircraft carriers. That's how Japan got so far out. If they didn't have aircraft carriers to fuel, they wouldn't have been able to reach Hawaii. But thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this part. If you did, drop a like, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day, guys.